More than £100,000 has been stolen from people in North Yorkshire following a recent spike in online scams. And so in this video, we're going to look at why the police are urging residents to be vigilant following a rise in crypto scams. And we're also going to look at how you can protect yourself going forward. Today's episode is sponsored by Cake Wallet, where you can send, receive, and even exchange your crypto right from within the wallet. Cake Wallet is open source and non-custodial, so you control your own private keys. Available today on iOS, macOS, Android, and Linux. And StealthEX, a privacy-centric crypto exchange which enables you to make crypto-to-crypto exchanges anonymously. Hi everybody, and welcome again to another episode of Enter Crypto with me, Chris Kenyon. Now in today's video we're going to be talking about a county in England called North Yorkshire. There's apparently been quite a lot of crypto scams going on through the month of May, and this is totaling up to about £100,000. So as always, let's jump straight into this article, just read through it quickly, see what we can learn, and then we'll comment after. So more than £100,000 has been stolen from people in North Yorkshire following a recent spike in online scams, police warn. North Yorkshire Police is urging residents to be vigilant following a rise in crypto scams. According to Action Fraud, more than £105,000 was stolen from 15 people in North Yorkshire in May. The offences involve Bitcoin and other crypto scams where victims have agreed to pay advance fees in return for the promise of receiving a valuable return on their investment, something which can be used as a hook to demand a series of further fees. This has left victims thousands of pounds out of pocket, it is warned. Detective Inspector Janine Mitchell, head of economic crime at North Yorkshire Police, said, "This is clearly a very worrying trend, and the crimes are having a deep impact on the victims, who are mostly aged in their 30s, 40s and 50s. They feel like they have been suckered in and that they should have known better than to fall victim to such a trap, but that's entirely down to the persuasive tactics used by the scammers. Please don't ever feel pressured into anything that you are not sure of, and always remember the wise old saying, if it's too good to be true, then it probably is. If you want to make investments, we urge you to follow the Action Fraud, Take 5 to Stop Fraud advice to help protect you and your money." So here we've got the classic, it's just basically scammers lying to people, taking advantage of maybe people less experienced within crypto or looking to make money, think that this scam is a real thing or a real business or a real company. In fact, it's not. And they're actually just lying to the victim to get them to part ways with their money, and then they'll just leave, and they'll never hear from them, and they won't make good on obviously any of the promises that they will have promised the victim. And now I want to talk about some of the ways that you can protect yourself, and things that I found helpful, and because there's worst thing in the world is when somebody tries to take. I get constant barrage of scammers emailing me, and once you get used to what they're about, they become quite obvious. Which is a scam and which is not a scam. So one of the first things I would say is to be skeptical of unsolicited offers. If people are reaching out to you on your phone, it could be a text message, could be through your Facebook messaging, could be through your email address. It could be there's a whole myriad of ways how they can try to get in touch with you. They pretend to be your brother. They'll pretend to be your 18-year-old son. I've seen them where they've said, "Dad, can you send me some money?" They're so creative. They'll really come up with anything in the hope that they've contacted somebody who has got a teenage son that they'll hope that they can try to get. And you'll be surprised how successful they can actually be. Some parents out there will just send some money to them. So the fact that they keep going and they keep trying just proves that they have been successful, and that there are people that fall for it. And it's sometimes really quite easy to laugh when you think, you look at some of these scams and you think, how can anyone fall for that? But actually, it can be easy. You just need a few little things for them to say and to do for you to. And if you're in a financially, you're not in a great place yourself, you might be hopeful of some high returns and things like that. So they can take advantage and they just blanket email or blanket message hundreds and thousands of people and then see who gets back. So if you do get any sort of unsolicited offers, verify or try to verify the source. If you can't, ignore it. You know, I always, if I get any sort of sponsorship offers up to my email address, which I do get, but I also get far more scams as well. I always try to verify the legitimacy of any of these sort of unsolicited investment companies, whatever they might be. You can do your own research on that company through, you can even just Google it, you know, you can do your own research, do it separately and independently, so that you can get a good and if it looks dodgy, just don't bother, just ignore them. A really important one is to try to stay informed. You know, that's one of the things why I started this YouTube channel. One of the reasons is to try to keep people out of trouble like this by trying, at least attempting to educate people on common scams like this. You know, whenever there's a new type of scam out, I always try to get it up on the channel to try to teach you how they operate and how you can protect yourself against it. And although we like to complain about the regulators a lot, the FCA, so the Financial Conduct Authority, actually has some really good information on current fraud trends. You can actually go on their website and see what kind of scams and frauds are trending at the time. So it's actually really good for that. Some other things to look for are what I would call recognised red flags. The scammers always, they'll change things about the story, they'll change things about the situation that they are and blah, 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 but they'll always kind of operate in a similar way. And some of those ways are they'll offer you promises of high returns where you'll think that is just, you know, way better than I can get anywhere else. It won't be, you know, crazy like 80% return on your investment or something, but they'll offer you maybe 22, 23% return when you'll think, well, I can't get that anywhere else. And it's low enough where you might almost believe it. So they're not stupid, they know what they're doing. And they'll always promise you there's little, so they'll give you this promise of high return. They'll always reassure you that there's very little risk to you. What they always do, or what they sometimes do or like to do, is they'll pressure you to act quickly, you know, as if it's like the deal's gonna, you know, the deal has an expiry, so you've got to get in quickly. And what they'll also do, or started doing, I think it's quite a modern thing, is they'll ask for these advance fees, as they call it. It's a request for an advance fee. So they'll ask you for some money to get this whole thing going, get the ball rolling, and then you will just not hear from them again. Another overlooked security practice is get yourself, it's just so easy to not do this, but get yourself 2FA, you know, two-factor authentication. Enable it on all your accounts. I know it's a pain, I know it's inconvenient, but it stops them accessing any of your data, any of your stuff. Especially, and I can't ram this home enough, any sort of anything related to financial services or especially crypto exchanges. They love to hack crypto exchanges, and so get 2FA. You know, if you only get 2FA on your crypto exchanges, you know, that will bump up your financial security alone within the crypto world. So stay vigilant, stay skeptical, stay informed, and you will significantly reduce your risk of falling victim to crypto scams or any other type of online fraud or online scams out there. I hope you found this information useful and you've got some value from this video. If you have, like, subscribe and click on that notifications bell so that you don't miss out on any future updates, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care.